So how do you guys know Tem Blessed?
I first heard about Tim in the 8th grade, like from his CD. I think it was called Brilliance. And he came to our school and talked to us and stuff like that about like different meanings of some of his songs on the album and stuff, and how he was like a peaceful person and everything. And then ever since then, since I came to New Bedford High, like I realized he's a guy. He like builds with youth and stuff like that. I know he works at Youth Build, and he comes to our hip hop club. And I know freshman year he was one of the facilitators, and he helped plan the show and stuff like that. And he taught us about entertainment and how a show could run and everything.
I first heard about Tem when I've always heard about him because of the Busted Fro and like because I'm from the area, so I kind of grew up hearing about Busted Fro all the time. So I always knew who he was. And then when I came to New Bedford High, Tem started working with the hip hop club and everything, and that's how I met him. Yeah.
In what ways has Tem Blessed impacted you?
I think Tem Blessed is like a really good performer, and because I sing, I perform. I think I learn a lot from him as in his stage presence and the way he's always prepared and the way he always puts on a show. I think that's one of the ways.
Also, he's very, very intelligent. And that's one thing that our community definitely needs, is more intelligent people, or more people who influence people to do things or to do great things, and he's one of those people that does that.
Has he influenced you personally in any way?
Yeah, he helped us with our show, especially with our performance and stuff. Like, he taught us that, like, him and Ice taught us that half the show is the transition and stuff. So putting it together and keeping the audience engaged and stuff like that. He works for Youth Build, and he helps kids that get kicked out of New Bedford High attain GEDs and stuff. Or that he helps kids that nobody wants to deal with, basically, or who just think like they're troubled students or whatever. He helps them get education. And
Does he do a good job at that?
Amazing job. Amazing. I
Okay.
want to grow up and be like Tem someday.
Are you talking too much? But he really is, and he's a positive rapper. Like when he comes, he talks about rap. It's not like this commercial rap that we hear today. It's all basically a business. It's real rap. It's about real people and about real things. And I kind of think he takes it back to like what it used to be and stuff. And like he brings like that Cape Verdean kind of like thing into
Swag.
it. Yeah, kind of into it. And he like explains the whole history behind it. So peace, love, and justice.
How do you know Tem Blessed?
Well, I know him through family, and I know him through performances. Like, I've seen him perform before, and I've just heard his name around. And I know he's connected with Youth Build. A lot of my friends go to Youth Build.
And what do your friends say about Tem?
They say that he's really inspiration. Like, he helps you no matter what. Even if you don't believe in yourself, he'll believe in yourself for you. Like, he helps you no matter what. You can be down in the dirt and nobody wants to talk to you, and he'll be the one to talk to you. Like, that's what he's known for.
What other ways has he influenced you and your community?
He definitely inspires me to rap about what I care about, because some people care too much about what other people are going to say or if I can't get up on stage. Well, he gives me courage to get up on stage because he can represent anything and anybody without him caring about what they're going to say. And I think that's what we need today. I think we need a leader that's going to stand up and be like, this is what I'm talking about, and I want you to listen. If you don't want to listen, I'm not going to jam it down your throat, but I'm also going to tell you what's important to me. And if we rap about what's important instead of all these girls and monies and cars, and that's real, and that's what we need. We don't need little gangsters. We don't need little boys growing up selling drugs on the street. We need somebody to take charge and help them realize that the light is ahead and not behind us. I think he can start a movement. He can definitely help movements and make moves for New Bedford to be for better, especially for our youth, because our youth is going to struggle. Our youth is definitely going to struggle in this time where the most important thing is making your money and how you're going to make it, and the next girl on the corner. Like, that's our time right now, and that's our struggle. But he's going to help us through. If we got more people like Tem, I think we'd have less violence. We definitely have better ways of going to violence. We'd have more kids involved in music. I know lots of kids that are involved in music but are too scared. If he can tutor some of them, if he can mentor half of the people, or just watch them, just watch him perform. And I know that it gives me courage to get up there and say what I'm feeling, because I'm not always an open book. But Tem will tell you how it is and why it is. But in turn, sometimes we have to suffer the consequences, but who else would do it? Peace, love, and justice.
Do you know Tem Blessed?
Tem Blessed is an artist, a singer, anything. I look up to him like he's a brother. I mean, from another mother, you know. I love him so much. Every song that he does, every record that he does, I'm always there, either for Third Eye or or Tem Blessed. Every time I see him, I'm like, Tem Blessed. He was like, Tiana. It's so crazy, but it's all good. I love him to death. Like, I love him like every day. If I see him every day, I'll be like, I want to make a record with you. I'll do it. Like all the videos and CDs, I'll do it.
How has he made an impact on your life?
I wasn't being myself. Like when I first like started going to Third Eye and meeting Tem and everybody else, I wasn't being myself. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that has inspired me. I had changed a lot about me. It's everything about me has changed that quick. Like being in the youth every day, being outside saying, oh, you want this flyer, and just like tell what it's all about, you know. Tem Blessed is the man.
Any other way that you can think of that he's made a big impact on New Bedford community?
Him and his lyrics. Him and himself is just a nice person. If you get to know him, you get to know him. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that he'll love to tell you about himself and how he came here and inspired other people to do what they do. Peace, love, and justice.
How do you know Tem Blessed?
Since I was a youngster, like yay tall. Tem Blessed is my boy, my homeboy, fams, straight up, for real.
How has he made an impact on your life?
Oh, he was like, I don't know, like someone to look up to, especially rapping, because him and Busted Fro all the time used to have all the CDs. He's nasty, he's sick with it, I'll tell you. I always listen to him, especially his first CD that came out with Busted Fro. It inspired me to keep going with rap, so, you know what I mean? It's my familia.
Has he made any other impact that you could talk about in this community that you can?
Oh, how he stands up, yo. He don't shut up, you know what I mean? He's always caring about people, he always caring about the youth, make sure everything's straight, you know what I mean? Peace, love, and justice, for real.